Welcome back, guys. Now in this video we are going to move one step ahead and you know um, create the two buttons where I can click on one button to download the file with the errors, and the second one is import the users which are valid. Okay, so far if I refresh this page and import the data, this is what we get, right? And now we will create a route where we will handle the download part of it and the importing of data. So let's go to PHP Storm and start building our code. Okay, so in my web.php, let's see, what do we have? We have user import. This is our current URL, right? The get, the post, and this is a new URL which I have created. Get data UUID and admin controller get import data. This is the handler. Okay, in here we will write our code, but before that we will need one more route. Let's just create that as well. It is going to be a get URL. Okay, so why don't we copy this, import slash incomplete. Okay, and the name of the function will be get incomplete data, and we will name it import incomplete data. Okay, so these are the URLs which we will incorporate. Okay, and I'll need to create this function as well. Okay, so let's go step by step. The first thing that we're gonna do is find out the data. Okay, so let's just say $data equals temp table where UUID is ID first. If I don't get data, abort 400 with cannot find data. Okay, and if data user underscore ID is not equal to the logged in user's ID, what we are going to do is send a 403 and say access denied. Okay, so these are some of the conditions which we need to check before we move ahead. So $data will be equals unserialize data. Okay, now we have the first part of it. These are all the rows, and we need a header array. Okay, that because this is going to be the CSV file, so we need that first row as header. So for each $data, we will handle the first row as $key value. Okay, what we are going to do is in the header add the key. Okay, so if you want to see, let's do one thing. So what is our URL? Let us just copy this. Okay, and then in our database here, okay, we have so many data. So what is the route? Import slash get data UID. So import get data and then this. Okay, we need to dump something to see what is the thing coming up. So data is dd this. Okay, so we have name and email. So in the CSV which we are going to make, this and this is going to be the key, right, which is the first row, and that's why we are creating the header. Okay, so if we dump our data after the for each, we will get the first row of our CSV, which is this. Okay, so let's move ahead. Simple stuff here. We need to create a folder if it doesn't exist. So if we will do, if not, what is it, file underscore exist, yeah, file exists, public path, public path download. Okay, if not present, then make directory public path download 755, I think it's 0755, and then true. Okay, that's basically a recursive thing. Now we need a file name, so why don't we do file name equals time dot csv. Okay, this is the file name which we are going to use. We will create a handle for the csv, so handle equals f open, file name will be public path download slash, and then the file name. Okay, this is going to have comma, the mode going to be right w plus. Okay, this is practically taken from some stack overflow thing, so it's not that I remember anything every line of the code, but yeah. So post that we have the handle file, we need to add the first row, right? So we will do fput csv, pass the handle and dollar header. Okay, so we have added our first row, and then next thing is very simple. So for each dollar data as dollar row, okay, we will do fput again dollar handle and dollar row. So with that done, we will have our entire csv file, and then we will do fclose dollar handle, so we'll close the file, and now it's time to download. So we'll have headers equals an array in which we need to pass what is it, content underscore type. Okay, that's something which will pass in our response, so that will be text slash csv. Okay, and then just return response. This is eliminate support facades, response download public path download slash file name. Okay, and then the name of the file, we need to mention that dollar file name, and we pass the headers as well, and that's about it. So let's see if we can go into this URL and get the csv. F open failed, public download and this file. So I think the file name is wrong. Where is our file name? Yeah, I forgot the dot. So now it should work. 240 is this. What happened? Is it a small w? Is that the problem? Failed to open stream, undefined error 0. Yeah, now it is working. So this is for the correct csv file, right? Why don't we close this? Okay, and we'll close this as well, and now handle our blade. Let's go to our blade file. In here, what do we have? The error. So we'll have, let's say, an a tag. Okay, click here to download the error CSV file, and we will have class button warning. And what is our route name? Why don't we copy this, get import data. Okay, so route, we pass the name and we pass the ID as the argument. All right, so we have the a link. Hit refresh, close this, and all right, so we have this link here. If I click on it, it gives me a CSV, and it has the 3 rows with the errors in it. That's good. Now let's handle the next part, which is creating the user, the incomplete users which we have, right? So back to PHP Storm, in our admin controller, in here, by the way, we are going to use the same code. So this create users is the function which we are going to use, because we already have it. So user import, I'll just inject it. Okay, and we will do some basic validations here as well. So why don't we copy till here? So copy, and I think this is also required, so we'll just paste all the code from the top function, and now we have the header, right? And once we have the once we have the header, we can do user import, create users. We send the header and we send the data, which is the rows, right? Because if we're going to create users, we need the header and the rows, which was coming from the CSV at first, and now it is from the function. So yeah, that's it. Flash user imported, return, redirect back. Click here, upload. Oh, we haven't handled that. Just a second. Create the link. What is the name of our route? Import incomplete data, right? So we'll create that URL. Route this. We need this identifier here. Say import valid users, and let us give it some class, btn success, and that should be it. Refresh, select the file again. All right, we didn't remove that dump, but anyways, so in my database right now I have 2 users. I click here, and now I have imported successfully those 2 users. And yeah, so basically my CSV file link is gone. That's something which we need to handle, but we have both the options. So if I upload, I have the option to download the CSV file, or I can import the incomplete the valid users from this incomplete request. So yeah, that's about it. That's how we have kind of completed the functionality of importing users. I'm thinking of creating a dynamic grid through which the user can correct some of the data points if the data is less. So let's say less than 10 users. Otherwise, yeah, that's about it. So if you like the video, do click on the thumbs up icon and don't forget to subscribe to my channel.